But this is no Saturday morning Jetsons flight of fancy.
Yeah, it's a real idea from Elon Musk, the billionaire visionary behind the e-commerce site PayPal, the electric car maker Tesla Motors, and the commercial space company SpaceX. He's described the Hyperloop idea as a, quote, cross between a Concorde and a railgun and an air hockey table.
Musk unveiled a full proposal on Monday. As NPR's Elise Hu reports, it's not yet clear if or how Hyperloop might actually get built.
By car, it takes at least 6 hours to drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and that's without traffic. If the Hyperloop became a reality, its inventor Elon Musk says traveling that distance would take only half an hour.
There'd be an initial acceleration, and once you're traveling at speed, you wouldn't really notice the speed at all. It would just feel extremely smooth, like you're riding on a cushion of air, really.
The Hyperloop calls for aluminum pods carrying passengers, or even their cars, to be shot through above-ground tubes. It's untested, but Musk's plan combines existing technologies. One, pneumatic tubes that work like giant versions of the chutes you use that drive through banks. And two, electromagnets that can propel the pods to their highest speeds.
I think the devil's in the details engineering-wise.
Mark Thompson is an engineering consultant and professor of electrical engineering at Worcester Polytechnic Institute.
We don't know yet whether it would work. It very well may, it might, it probably will. But these things need to be tested, and transportation systems are notoriously difficult to get funded and started and off the ground.
And it's on policy grounds that former U.S. Department of Transportation Assistant Secretary Emil Frankel has reservations.
To talk about these kind of leapfrogging the technology in a context in which we can't really adequately maintain our existing infrastructure is, I think, is really not terribly realistic, at least not in terms of the public policy debate.
Musk puts the price tag of this system at about $6 billion. That's a lot of money, but a current proposal for traditional high-speed rail in California is more than 10 times that. The inspiration for the Hyperloop was Musk's disappointment that proposal's slow speeds and high cost.
That just doesn't seem wise for a state that was facing bankruptcy not that long ago.
For now, the Hyperloop is just a proposal and not even close to a prototype. Musk originally said he just wanted to get the idea out there and not actually build it since he's so busy. But he said Monday he may build a test version.
I don't really care much one way or the other if I have any economic outcome here, but it would be cool to see a new form of transport happen.
Cool and garnering a lot of attention. But Musk knows the road to realizing his vision is paved with potential problems.
The way these things tend to work is you start building a prototype and you encounter a whole series of issues that you have to figure out a way around.
Launching a capsule carrying humans in it down a tube will definitely require some testing. Elise Hu, NPR News.
It's Morning Edition on WNYC. I'm Richard Hake. Coming up on the next Brian Lara Show, hear highlights from the controller debate between Scott Stringer and Elliot Spitzer, co-moderated by Brian, plus advice on starting a fulfilling business with limited capital. That's coming up this morning at 10 o'clock here on WNYC. Then on the next Leonard Lopate Show, foster mother Chris Bean talks about what she learned from her 5 years of research into the intricacies of the foster care system. Plus, find out how working class men and women are making the transition to adulthood in a time of economic uncertainty. That's today at noon, right here on WNYC. After rapidly acquiring over 64,000 members since its Memorial Day launch, some say Citi Bike is a hit.